Orgrin if you are able to, if you are KAGENDRA.
Yeah, I actually think just based on the kit available, I think KAGENDRA might face some issues if they're behind on farm or even equal on farm against Boom Esports. So I think Boom Esports will do well for themselves to be able to get that initial goal lead or even the EXP lead.
Exactly that, but it's going to be game number 3. This could be match point here for KAGENDRA if Boom does not pick up themselves from the bootstraps here, but it looks like Tatsuri is looking already to kind of just put a bit of pressure on into the enemy jungle, try and get a bit of vision on where the Jing is starting for his teammates.
Okay, this is, at least in the mid lane, starting to feel a little bit more Boom-like. Put a lot of aggression onto Senko, which is what we expected. Meanwhile, KAGENDRA actually doing well for themselves at the bottom side of the map here, with the trading of shields and life between Lu and Zan.
Yep, Lu and Zan just looking to try to get a bit of an advantage here, especially trying to get the Fire Wing into the bottom side of the map here, just to give a bit more... Oh, okay, we didn't go over. It did go over to the side of KAGENDRA there as well, so they were able to actually maintain that one for themselves. And obviously, Space Sprite, top side of the map here, does go over to Boom. So it's just kind of like mitigating these small trades for these small camps at the moment. So you can kind of already see that Boom are definitely trying a little bit more harder with this game number 3.
Yeah, they definitely are, but curiously, you know what, Carl is kind of slow down in farm against the likes of Facial. So Facial hit level 4 first. He's about close to halfway there to level 5. And until Migi gets that level 4, there is no catch. He can't do much. Nice knockup.
Yeah, bit of knockup there onto Senko there. He's got to be careful. Obviously, he's not going to be quite as agile as he should be, or as he has been on the past few heroes here, other than the... Sure you're just paying attention, because obviously the newer here, Senko's hero in this game number 3, is more of a late game hero, so they're going to try and maybe pace KAGENDRA into the late game here if they're looking for that win condition.
Very late game, by the way. Senko is still at level 3. Tatsuri, with all the steals that are happening as well, he is already hit level 5. In the meantime, you know, Senko, he's trying to provide a different kind of value, right? He may not win the lane and wave clear, but he can help to move the jungling speed much faster for Facial, who is currently at level 5. So, oh, hang on. Potential catch.
2v1 here, top side of the map here. The Rose Spencer is going to be taken down. Tatsuri gets the first blood, but it may be traded out here for draw. But flash lane for the farm lane here, the support here could be potential. Oh, okay. Oh, he's just about to get level 4. Doesn't quite keep himself alive. And then the ride the wind onto Zan with the flaming palms. He gets melted.
Okay, this is what Boom needs to do, right? And Tatsuri, he has eyes. This could be a huge burst moment.
Could be a huge burst moment here for the side of Tatsuri. Looking to try and get... Oh, they tried the steal, but Facia gets it.
Yeah, look, this guy has just been steadily improving, right? I think I like the growth that I see on Facia. And for now, potential setup.
Ooh, again, the mirror domain being poured out here. The annihilation as well. Definitely painted a wrong way of pain onto the side of Boom Esports. But it still doesn't mean that they are losing their lead just yet, right? Obviously, Boom are definitely trailing ever so slightly ahead in terms of the gold and the kills for now.
Yeah, the curious thing right now is that actually the goal lead is much more favored towards the side of Facial in the jungle department, which isn't exactly ideal. What's happening with Tatsuri and Senko though in the mid lane matchup, this is exactly what is supposed to happen based on the draft, but then Senko's a little bit too close in terms of gold. This is not supposed to happen. Boom should have a big lead, especially in the mid lane for Tatsuri.
Potentially here, but I mean, it's just obviously if we're honing in on one lane, what's going to happen to the rest of them, right? Obviously, we started. KAGENDRA knows the conditions themselves, right? Obviously, they've played the game as well, so they know that if they try and slow Tatsuri down by obviously enhancing the farm elsewhere on their team, it's kind of going to mitigate that impact of Tatsuri. But Carl here, obviously within the mirror domain, he's taking a lot of damage as well as Tatsuri trying to get the knock-up onto Facia. It just looks like a bit of a pillow fight right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's possible in your dreams, right? Trying to knock up a Jing, in her own mirror domain, your timing has to be extremely spectacular to have that happen, right? For now, KAGENDRA keeping pace with Boom, I mean neck and neck in terms of gold. And now the true target is what happens in this farm lane. Danny has not been caught yet. Zan has recovered with 1 kill of his own, so they're neck and neck in terms of farm.
I mean, it depends on what kind of knock I'll be mean about Jing in my dreams, but we'll leave that talk for another time. But KAGENDRA Zan, yeah, I mean, once again, Danny, like you said, hasn't quite been caught out here. Zan is actually XP level ahead ever so slightly to Boom's Danny, but right now, it's pretty much anyone's game here, because obviously the gold is pretty much neck and neck, and literally about 100 gold difference right now. Definitely Boom turning up the heat here. They're definitely meeting KAGENDRA in this game number 3.
Yeah, but I feel like this is in benefit to KAGENDRA, because Boom is supposed to have a decent lead, right? Carl is supposed to be that mega tanker. Tatsumi is supposed to get the knock-up setups for potential kills. Here we go, ultimate landed down.
Ultimate landed down here for the side of KAGENDRA as well, but I mean, is he going to be enough there to get the lock? Okay, Solé outplays a 2v1 there with a bit of the help from the initiation there. The annihilation comes through, and the emergence from Senko is beautiful.
Oh, different class altogether. Kao now will not have to give his life for this one, but he will be pushed back, which means there is a potential for the T1 take in the mid as well.
That's just for the T1 take in the mid as well. Also, I mean, T1 gets taken down, obviously traded for the side of KAGENDRA's farm lane T1 as well. So there is some equal trades going along here after that 2 kills going to the side of KAGENDRA. But once again, it's just kind of just nullifying any kind of lead that KAGENDRA's trying to ensue here.
Well, I beg to differ for this one. We've seen what KAGENDRA can do with a lead, and let me remind you, this is a 1,000 gold lead. Exactly the same formula we have seen in game number 1 and game number 2. And if KAGENDRA has been, is going to play the same way they played in game 1 and 2, I feel like this is a great start for them. Trades are happening. T1, top for the bottom. So that's going to be even Stevens. KAGENDRA now. I think the next team fight will decide what the fate is for both teams.
It looks like here that obviously just trying to go for the enemy's Crimson Golem potentially here, taken down from the side of Boom, able to get that T2 down to the bot side as well, trading again. They're just loving playing the game of even Stevens right now.
Yeah, this is like extremely high level, right? It's not really about the big messy fights that Boom wants to have. KAGENDRA is more of like we'll play pace for pace, right? You want to take the T1s? Let's trade. You want to take the T2s? Let's trade.
Absolutely. I mean, they're definitely in the work of trade right now, but KAGENDRA definitely up here in terms of the gold lead by around about 1.2k. So they have something going for them. Obviously, they're definitely maintaining that momentum of the 2-game lead they have for now. But I feel like this is definitely KAGENDRA's game to lose here. Tatsuri just trying to get a lot of damage onto Lu.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because the whole game plan is force that ultimate out, right? Now, Feishi has gotten his eyes onto this Crimson. May get the steal.
I don't think he's going to go for the steal. I think he's going to go for the Tyrant here as well, whilst Miji's just kind of like paying, or at least trying to get the attention away from those neutral objectives, because as you can see, Feishi has made his way into the mid lane here, just trying to do a lot of burst damage onto Carl, but he's going to be that raid boss, and now the Unbridled Everest comes through, as well as the Annihilation, but still no pickup for either of these two teams.
Yeah, but a lot of resources have been wasted, right? Carl actually used his ultimate there and did not hit a single soul. KAGENDRA now have a Tyrant at the 8.5 minutes mark. So right now, KAGENDRA is back at fighting shape.
Back at fighting shape. KAGENDRA with the Tyrant buff for the next 74 seconds right now. So obviously it's going to be like having the Crimson Golden buff, but across the entire of the team here with a bit of the shockwave zaps as well as the enhanced movement speed. So I feel like now is probably the time here for KAGENDRA. If they are going to kind of up the ante or at least try and get some dunks here, it's now the time to play it. Miji's obviously trying to do Soleil, but it's going to be Metwiz Maker there. Not only Annihilation, but also the Mirror Domain. But I feel like that was a bit of a bait and switch. They're trying to get Feishi out of the gorge for this 10-minute mark.
I mean, it's advantage still to KAGENDRA, right? By the time Migi comes back, if KAGENDRA gets started on that 10-minute Shadow Tyrant, he's not going to make it in time. Right now, it's all about Tatsuri. Can he find the knocker for the team here? They need an absolutely perfect setup.
They do need a perfect setup there, but Tatsuri does miss out on that knock up there. But we can see top side of the map once again, Zahn just doing that macro play like he did in game number 2 here. Looking to try and get that T2 takedown into the clash lane, but it looks like Miji should be able to save this one from its fall.
Yeah, but who's going to save the Tyrant take? Nobody at this point. And at the same time, take a look at Zahn. He has information. Nobody's on the side of the Shadow Overlord for Boom. So KAGENDRA knows that the fight is incoming. They're going to try and reset this for sure.
Or try and at least drag it to the closest way as possible. But there's the Unbridled Airburst catching onto the backline of Tatsuri. Tatsuri has to flash out. Carl drops the ultimate, but is not able to kind of get any kill from the execute just yet. And there's the Annihilation. Tries to get the pick up onto Tatsuri, but once more, draw with the Tremor Smash just to try and upset the pace here of KAGENDRA. Sule into the backline. It's going to be the soaring shot from Zahn as he gets the Daybreaker as well. So overall, that long-drawn team fight goes into the favor of KAGENDRA.
Ahead right now, KAGENDRA is going for the push. And at this particular moment, Boom, once again, they are dumbfounded. There's nothing they can do. Fei Shi gets his own Azure Golem as we speak, and now, Boom, that initial growth that they had and potential to turn this whole game on its head, completely gone.
Completely got indeed, right? Obviously, losing that tier 1 into the mid lane is definitely going to be a huge upset here for the side of Boom Esports. And not only that, they are obviously behind by around about like 2.3k gold at this point in the game as well. Obviously, that's slowly going to surmise here, but it's going to be the catch-out potentially here of Lu. He kind of wanders into the wrong brush.
I think that's okay. Boom need a little bit more than that to find some success, right? There is a wave pushing in the mid. If they can put some pressure there, that'll be great. But take a look at what KAGENDRA has done, right? Saule with the split push of his life. They get a free T2, and there isn't even a proper fight at this point. KAGENDRA can drag this.
Not a proper fight. Oh my goodness. Draw is so low. He gets taken down by Sule as well. We have Boom on the run. Tatsuri falls. Miji falls as well. We see that Sule is not happy with just one kill. He's looking for Carl. Danny laying waste with these flaming palms as they're looking to get the minions into the top side of the map here. KAGENDRA are looking to approach the crystal.
Oh, he will give his life for this one, but Fei Shi, that's a great sacrifice. It's a 1v3.
1v3 here, Carl. He's going to be pretty much the last standing man here. He's able to wipe out the minion wave. Answer is no. KAGENDRA take this 3-0.
Holy, this is a completely